Thousands of people have come down to watch these last two races. The beach is packed here at Kurrawa to witness what is a real highlight in the Australian sporting calendar, and all the big names are through. Munro, the topper, will start next to Flood, the defending champion Cameron. What a blasting start that's going to be from that end of the course. Richardson, McNamara, Crystal Smith, the second Northcliffe competitor, not without claim. Mackenzie, the youngster, looking to win her big open event. All the way down to Hayley Baitup, who won this event back in 2001. Girls just being asked to shuffle down the beach to allow the girls on the left-hand end to have a crack at not heading out directly into these waves. The rips all week have been coming from the northern end, which is the top of the screen. Away now. Finally, we're away in the Open Women's Ironwoman Championship of Australia. A clean start, and all of our competitors now heading towards an inner break. Cameron on screen, the defending champion. This is one of her strong legs. She's heading out into that white water. This is where they really need to concentrate. They've had their concentration broken, now they have to switch on.
Yeah, the girls have actually had a really good start here. I can see Britt Colley in the middle of the field. She has just absolutely taken off. She's had a fantastic start. And Britt is, like a couple of the other girls in this field, strong at every single leg she does. She's a former Australian ski champion, so she's going to make the most of this first leg.
So there's 6 Northcliffe competitors in. That was Colley just coming off there. Was that Colley, one of the Northcliffe competitors?
No,
There's 6 of them.
That may have been Christy Cameron, I'm not sure. But it was definitely one of the Northcliffe competitors anyway. But they're just sitting here waiting for that moment for the sea to open up and go for it, because you don't want to get caught on the lip of one of those waves.
There's Kate McNamara now. I mean, she's obviously recovered very well from that and is right up in the field.
Knocked off was Cameron and Flood. So one of the pre-race favourites, or 2 pre-race favourites, were knocked off. And in the centre of the screen...
Centre of the screen there, we have a breakaway. Somebody's out.
There's our defending champion. Cameron still wallowing in the water. So our leader now just zeroing in. It is a Northcliffe cap, I think. Looks like it's Smith. It's Crystal Smith. May just have snuck out. So Crystal Smith from Northcliffe has got out. Her brother is racing later in the Ironman, and never has a brother and sister taken out both events.
The windy conditions are really making it difficult for the girls. They're trying to paddle with those blades. The wind's catching them, moving them around. They're up and over the chops. It's really, really hard to try and get the momentum going and get their way around those cans.
This is a great start for Crystal Smith, because the ski leg is actually her weakest leg, so she's got her 2 strong legs coming up.
So Smith now heading towards the furthest set of turning cans. There's McNamara, who was hit on the head, and she's still having a lot of trouble with that ski.
She sure is, and so is the rest of the field. I mean, there's only 3 girls out the back now. There's one other girl that's just made it through the break, but I think the race is here. These 3 girls.
You would think at this moment, I mean, if they can get out and around and on the board before the other girls negotiate the break with the ski, they're definitely going to be with an advantage.
So our leaders now coming around. It's Smith from Sullivan from Colley. They're our top 3 as they head around the
There's
apex
Christy
camp.
Cameron still in the break.
Well, there's the defending champion,
and
way off
Munro.
the base. And Munro, the Queensland champion.
2 of the best iron women in the field are at the back.
Well, this race is really opening up for someone to really make an impression. Someone's dream is going to come true.
And I think that somebody's going to be from Northcliffe by the looks of it.
An underdog perhaps may sneak through, as the big guns in this race still wallow in the break. Well, Smith is not without claim. She's a handy Iron Woman, but to be surrounded by virtual unknowns, Smith really has it in front of her.
They have got some huge waves out the back now coming. Crystal just has to play it safe now, and she might get caught in no man's land, and if she loses her ski there, it's going to be a long swim in.
She can't afford to lose a ski in that position there. She's going to have to make that ski.
Oh.
That's a smart move. That's a smart move.
If she holds on, she's got to hold on to a ski.
Clever. That was really clever.
Yeah, she's lost her paddle, so she has to hold on to this ski all the way in. She can't get off and start paddling now.
What she did there, she realised that green wave was too steep to take front on. She turned her ski sideways and just hang on to the footwells and the foot
And body surfing it now. That is fantastic.
A real show here. Well, Crystal Smith, if nothing else, is showing all the skills of the best in the business.
And these four, there's three more girls behind it. They're the only ones out. The other girls are still drifting up north. They're about to Surfers Paradise by now, trying to get out still.
She'd be breathing a sigh of relief. I mean, that ski leg's out of the way. They can handle the boards quite capably, and obviously the swim, she can move along.
There's Terry Sutherland from Northcliffe as well. So there's a Northcliffe 1-2 so far.
And the girls only have to round the cans with their ski and paddle. Once they've done that, they can get in any way they need to.
There's Bait up. Sutherland, the third Northcliffe competitor, coming around with her transition. So this race being dominated by the Gold Coast Club of Northcliffe.
And Colley, Britt Colley just behind her.
So the top four places, top three places rather, from Northcliffe. Now the girls pick up their boards and again will head down to that southern area, Darren, to allow for that sweep.
They're all heading down there. You can see the crowd in the background as she's heading, there they are, look. Heading up there, jump into that rip, make the most of it, and hopefully by the time they get out behind the break, they're in line with their turning cans.
Well, the Pat O'Keefe School of Ironwoman just keeps producing champions. The top four at the moment in the final are from Northcliffe.
And Baitup's just picking up her board now. So she's the only other girl that's made it out through on the ski.
So Smith there, just on screen. If she gets out here, she's a very, very strong swimmer.
Up on her knees.
Let's not forget Hayley Baitup just hitting the water now. She just won the board race, so she's definitely no slouch on the board.
And we believe Britt Colley has decided to run an extra 50 metres south to allow for this sweep. Baitup has gone with her. So Colley and Baitup have decided to run further south than Smith and Sullivan. Will that pay dividends as they head out towards the big, big breakers?
They can't allow themselves to sit too long in the break because that's where the water's moving around. They've got to get out through that break, behind these waves, get out into the green water. Otherwise, they'll keep drifting north and come off their mark.
All the other competitors are still on their ski as our Northcliffe, the top four Northcliffe caps, still dominate this Ironwoman final.
Crystal Smith's got some big waves ahead of her. She really has to pump those arms to get under this one. She's got to get through this wave. Just pops through on her knees and away she goes.
Well, she's out now and she can relax slightly as the other Northcliffe girls are still in white water.
She's not quite out now. If she looks in front, there's a huge wave in front of her. What did we say? There is a big wave. She might just sneak over the top. Okay, she's just made it through that one. Another one to come, but I think she's safe now.
So Smith safely out.
Sullivan there still popping over the waves. See that she always hanging on to her straps in case she loses or comes off balance. She's still got contact with the board.
Now there's our leader, Crystal Smith, formerly of the Cronulla Club in New South Wales. Moved up to Northcliffe a couple of seasons ago to train with the best in the business, and perhaps this is her year.
And also now Britt Colley and Hayley Baitup are out as well. They're just out back behind the break.
You can see there Smith just concentrating on the nose of her board. She knows she's got a golden opportunity here to win the biggest race of her life. Let's have a look at the gap. Second spot, it's still Colley and Baitup chasing. But there's a big gap, Reen. She'll turn the last can. She gets a wave that could really seal it.
That's for sure. I mean, the swim leg's going to be a tricky coming up, but I'd say Crystal's probably one of the strongest swimmers in the field, so she's going to have a bit of confidence coming around this can, and hopefully, for her sake, she's going to pick up a nice wave to get a good rest after all that pounding.
See there's Smith just getting on the back of the jet ski wash as they just move out. No assistance at all though. She's just got round the cans and a big wave now building for Smith. Can she get a big run? She needs to get back up on these shortly and try and work these runs back towards the beach, because if she picks up a wave here, she'll almost seal it. A nice little run for Smith. Our leader now heading back towards the beach here at Kurrawa. We're at the middle stages of the final of the Ironwoman. And it's all Smith. There's no one threatening her at the moment. The only threat she has is from the ocean.
She stopped because she could see a wave coming behind her.
Here it is. Smith comes down. If she keeps the nose up, she's almost sealed gold. She showed so much class in the ski leg to hold onto a ski sideways. No way is she going to lose the board. She's just spent too many years mastering this craft.
Now, right out the back is what competitors dream of. Get around that last can and you pull onto a wave. There's Hayley Bait Up and Britt Colley just coming down there now.
So it's Bait Up on the left, Colley on the right-hand side, chasing their teammate Smith. So Colley and Bait Up, they train together.
She's still not out of trouble yet. The swim is really going to be a big part of this race. They've just come in on that wave just behind her, so they're definitely going to be chasing.
Smith still looks focused. She still has the break in front of her. She's got a huge break. She needs to hang on to the swim, though, and her Northcliffe teammates are chasing her. Can she hang on? We'll find out after the break. So Smith still leads from Bait Up and Colley. Now, what Bait Up will do is look for the feet of Smith as Colley is on the feet of Bait Up. Smith has done it all by herself in front. She needs to have something in reserve should it come to a run up the beach. She turns in first, so it's still Smith in one, Hayley Bait Up in second, and Britt Colley third. Should it come to a run up the beach, Darren, who would you pick?
Well, you'd have to pick Hayley for the run up the beach, but you know, they've got a long way to go, and you can see how hard they're working to get around the back of that can. The sweep is not only on the bank, it's also out the back, and that wind chop's really blowing them back as well. But I'd have to put my money on Hayley for a run up the beach.
I think it's going to come down to who can hold the breath the longest.
Oh, okay, very well too.
These girls are all going to take off on a wave. Anything that comes, these girls are going to take it. And I mean, whoever can hold the wave the longest is going to be the winner, because these waves, it's difficult to take them right through that gutter. And I mean, especially at the end of the Ironwoman, these girls are really tired. I mean, they've been going for quite a while now, and they've got a battering on the ski, battering on the board, and they're exhausted. So it's going to come down to who can hold their breath and kick the hardest when that wave comes.
So here we go. It is Smith from Colley and Bait Up. They train together, they've been teammates. Forget it. None of that now. We're heading for gold medals in the titles. Who is going to pick up the title this year in the Open Ironwoman Championship? It is Smith at the bottom of the screen.
You can just see Crystal now. She's not only swimming in, she's also heading south, so she doesn't have as far to run. Oh, there is a huge wave.
Huge waves now. Now, if Smith pulls over this, it will be gold. And she's worked hard. Should be she denied today, she'll be very, very unlucky. She's worked very, very hard in both the craft legs, picking up waves, showing remarkable surf skills. Now she's warded off the second threat. We believe Christy Cameron, last year's defending champion, has just got off a ski. That's how big the lead is as the waves now continue to build.
And she's actually withdrawn. She's not going to go out on the board now, Christy.
Bait Up has spotted something. Now, Bait Up has spotted this wave. Now, Smith, if Bait Up picks up this wave, she may surf straight past her. Bait Up at the top of the screen. Bait Up and Smith, well, it's going to lift. It's going to bounce on the head. Oh, Smith, she's been unlucky there. What will be the result of this?
She didn't get any gain out of that. There's so much water moving underneath as well as on the top that they really can't get onto those broken waves. And here comes a green one.
Whoever gets this will win the Australian Ironwoman champion.
Well,
Britt Colley got the best of that wave, but has pounded her as well.
Hasn't managed to hold it. Can you imagine the pain these girls are now feeling? They've been racing for almost 10 minutes. They had to wait endlessly on the start. The butterflies have settled. Now it's all about determination. Who wants it more?
Bait Up just getting hit with that white water. Can't hold it. Crystal Smith, see what she can do with it now.
So Smith still at the bottom of the screen. Her brother is on the beach about to line up in the Open Men's, urging his sister on. Well, surely she won't be denied from there. Bait Up would have to pick up this broken. Can she pick it up? Hayley Bait Up has one more chance to bridge the gap. She keeps her head down, just comes off the back of it. Now Smith has a crack at a broken wave. Heading towards the beach now for the final time. There's still nothing in it. There's still a chance here for Bait Up to catch her. Smith is still swimming. They've got about a 200-metre run after this. They've come right down the beach.
And she's up.
Crystal standing up. I don't think
That's
she'll
all
be
you
beaten
want
from there.
That's all you want. You want to feel that sand under your feet.
Oh. Well, she's been the rabbit the whole race, and the hounds were barking and chasing. But it's going to be Crystal Smith. She's done it. She's now up and running. Her handler is saying, listen, you've still got about a 200-metre run to go. And you better start heading south.
He's going to go with her. Still going.
What a result. So Smith there, making sure She heads back in the right direction. You can just see the crowd now building. The Ironmen are up next. But Crystal Smith has showing something remarkable today.
Her coach, Pat O'Keefe, just gives her a high five.
Bait-Up and Collie, Northcliffe will fill the minors as well. But Crystal Smith, this is the biggest win of her career. She's threatened so often. She's finished with minor medals. And finally, she graces the tape herself. No doubt, she'll look up, still not switching off. We'll surely see a smile in a moment. That's how big the lead was. She can switch off now. She knows she's got it. Crystal Smith takes out the 2005 Ironwoman Championship Australia, and what a relief. Hayley Bait-Up finishing second. She's in a lot of hurt. Britt Collie takes out third. But Glenn, that was certainly a remarkable victory from start to finish.
Crystal, you led from the start and you held on in absolutely ugly conditions. You must be stoked.
I just can't believe it. I mean, I had a really good start and saw that bomb wave come from behind in the ski leg, and I just decided to jump off and hold on and play it off. And
Well, you were aware it was just a race between four virtually straight after the ski leg?
no, I had no idea. Didn't know where I was. I just knew I was in front, and you know, I'm just going to thank so many people. Dan, my handler, for being with me for 2 years. He's unbelievable, and my family and friends, everyone for coming down and watching.
All right, Crystal, congratulations, fantastic job.
Thanks a lot.
So Smith can relax. She has now a gold medal to her name. Can her brother take inspiration from that? Smith finishes with gold, Bait-Up and Collie. So Northcliffe take out all the medals in the